I've pretty much gone through training today, so hopefully I'll be able to go out on some sort of a ride-along or something and bust some creeps. I want to bust some creeps. Welcome, people. Welcome to Tuesday night. And you notice I changed my bed around. I want to welcome all the new subscribers. Hello, Jessica. What's your good news? You getting married? Hi, Yoakum. You getting married? Which you know I'm joking. Oh, that is very good. It's very good. But I still be careful. Be careful. I don't trust family. Families will screw you. People, when you're making a will out, don't have anybody in your family be the person in charge of everything. Family will screw you just like my brother did me. He owes me over $90,000. I never see. But God to take care of him. Well, like I said, people, I don't trust brothers or sisters. You will get the shaft like my brother did me. I had a copy of the will. At the time my dad died, I went down to the courthouse because, you got to probate this and that. And I had the will. And people, I've been watching YouTube videos. I've been watching Austin Garrett, and I kind of like him. He's using StreamYard. I like what he had in the bottom, scrolling across, 18 to chat. I never thought of that, so Austin gave me a good idea. There's another YouTube channel I was watching. Well, I wish I could jump in my cell phone. I know I shouldn't judge him. This guy's name either Jeff or Jim. I forget, what his name is. Either Jeff or Jim. I can't remember. But I know it started with a J. He, women, don't pull up with no bull crap. This guy I saw the other night on YouTube, he abuses his wife. He's a control freak. If he asked her to jump, she'd probably say, how high? She's afraid of him. That makes me mad. And well, you probably got a one of them GPS trackers or something on it. And people, and I want you to go to Austin Garrett's YouTube channel. You see, he got a picture of a yellow car with a black stripe. There's a whole lot of Austin Garrett. Justin Retro TV or whatever, he goes there. Hello, 709. As you all know, I changed my bed around. I changed it around yesterday. Sweep. And there's Kathy. You know, everybody got problems. Those people will help you out. You know, get on your YouTube channel, explain it to people that knows you real well. I'm hoping Austin would come up here tonight. And well, she's probably two or 3 years old. You know, that's Alex's baby sister. Alex is Margaret's firstborn. Kathy is Margaret's secondborn. There's only about a year difference between Alex and Kathy. The only thing I don't like about Catholic people, I be sleeping. If I'm not up by a certain time, she'll come up, tap me on the chin. Sometimes she got her claws out, tapping me like, Daddy, wake up. It might be 7 o'clock in the morning. And I tell Kathy, let me sleep until 9 o'clock. Them outside cats can wait and you can wait. Let me sleep. I go back to sleep. I think she woke me up this morning, probably about 9:30. You know. 709, did you see Austin's video? I think it was yesterday. I don't know, I can't remember. I think it was yesterday. And he had people on his panel. I was ready to do something stupid. Not on Austin, one of the people that was on his panel or on his YouTube channel with him. If any of y'all know about StreamYard. This guy, in a way, was abusing his wife. She almost cried in the video. There's some other things. I'm not going to mention it on my channel. Because God don't want me to lose my... You know, but this, I think it was last night on Austin's video. And I was mad. Yep. If you saw it I think it was last night. I don't know if his name's Jim or Jeff. I was ready to take my fist and knock the crap out of him. That's how mad I got. Him abusing his wife and a few other things. They're trying to help him out. You know, all it takes somebody who really knows where he lives to pick up the phone and call the police. You know, that upset me. I also knew I was in there, but it upset me. But I don't know the whole story, so Austin and the people that was on his panel last night knows the story. You know, like either Jeff or Jim, I don't know what his name. I think it's Jim. And I thought maybe that was Austin. You know, he was preaching. And he was reading stuff out of the Bible. But like I say, I'm not going to go into details. Like I said, I don't judge what they do. And on the news tonight, it might have been on your news somewhere. It's a game called Flock Block or Lock something. And right now there's two states that sued them. And this game, I guess, is kids. It's Fox Lock or Block Locks or something. It's mostly for kids. Kentucky, it just filed a lawsuit today. You people go to WLKY-TV or other Louisville, Kentucky stations. Like I said, Kentucky is the second state that filed a lawsuit against this company. You know, but I played a few games like that, but not through them. Like, you know, as long as you follow the rules, people, follow the rules. You know, I got this set up made not for children. But I know there's quite a few of them in here. The only thing I request your kids, don't tell me your age or what grade you're in. I don't want to know. You got sick people out there, if you know what I mean. What they call stranger danger. And I don't want to know. I don't want to know your age, what grade you're in, and where you at. I don't want to know that. Because I want you to be safe. But the way I read YouTube rules, your parents have to sign you in. And they have to stay with you. That's the way I understand, but I'm not a lawyer. As you all have been listening over the past week, I've been talking about the Henryville, Indiana post office screwing up. They messed up big time. You know, the regular mail carrier, when she's working, she knows there's two addresses. It's the same. One's west and one's east. If she takes a day off, the other lady or guy, whoever, don't know there's two of them. And as of September 28th, I'm not sure on the date, said it was delivered. 5 minutes after my son got it, he walked up to the mailbox. It wasn't there. So I walked up there and checked the other mailboxes in case they put it in another box. What happened, people? I'm going to use this for something. Say number one and number one west, number one east. Number one west was built in 1940s. Number one east was about the 60s, or somewhere in the 60s. Why would the post office or the county, whoever does it, why would they have the same address, one on the west and one on the east? You know, before the guy that lives on one east, well, he sold the house. We had an understanding that he would call me if he got my mail, or if I got his, I'd call him and he'd tell me where to leave it. And when he sold his house, this idiot steals everything. He knows it's not his. He knows that's number one west and my name. I don't know, they said if you get something in the mail, you get to keep it. People, that is theft. That is theft. It had my name, it had my address west, and he knows he lives on the east side. He stole that, and a few other things. But I've been calling the post office the big bosses. Why should I? Because I wasn't happy with the postmaster or whatever the person is at Henryville, Indiana. When I talked to a lady, I think it was last week, I guess, and I told her everything. And this is all my son's stuff. They got my phone number, and I keep giving them my son's phone number. Let them talk to him. But I know what I'm doing since I had family that worked in the post office. My dad, in his younger days, was a carrier. I had an aunt. She was a mail carrier there in Charlestown, just like my dad. Her daughter, she was a carrier in New Washington, Indiana. Her brother was either a postmaster, either New Washington or NAP, I can't remember. And I know how a post office runs, people. Like when I talked to the lady last week, I don't know. I've been so confused lately. Half the time I don't know if I'm going to come, and I got a lot on my mind. And I told her, I said, if I don't hear and get it back, I'm going to call the postal inspector. If you people in the United States or outside the United States, the postal inspector is 5-0, POPO. They're the police of the post office. You don't mess with them. They downright, they're mean. They're downright mean. Because I've dealt with them, I think, when I was 16. and him and a state cop, God rest his ugly soul, he was a racist state trooper. He didn't like women on the police department, didn't like black people. There's still a few of them on there. He came to my house. He broke the law. Both of them did. I was a minor. I guess I was 16 because I was driving. Somebody said they saw me out there parking. He said, "What are you doing out there parking?" I told him I was out there with a good-looking black girl doing my thing. Oh, that state trooper got real mad. "Don't touch my door," this and that. You know, he asked me what I was doing. I wasn't going to lie. But from that day after, that state trooper, every time he saw me, he followed me, gave me a ticket one time because I had a wreck, and this and that. And Dad and me went down talking to the sergeant, lieutenant. He said, "What did you say to him?" I told him. Him and the postal inspector asked me what I was doing out there parking. I said I was out there with a good-looking black girl doing my thing, which is PG, doing my thing. But every time I told Dad I was going to bring my girlfriend over, Dad always asked me, "Is she black or white?" I have brought one black girl over to meet my family years ago. But people, I'm not done with the post office. I'm not the guy on 1 East, which that's not the address. He's in trouble. He stole it. It didn't have his name on it. He knew it says 1 West, so-and-so road. He can be charged of theft. And I don't know if my son can get it back or not. He ordered 2 things. I think he has to fill an insurance claim out. But the guy called me today. Instead of calling my son, they called me. He was real nice. He got his tail chewed out by the head honcho at the post office. Like I say, I can be Mr. Nice Guy or I can be an a-hole. But I try to be nice because God wants me to be nice. Yeah, that's it. That's it, 709. That's it. I forget what other state it is, but Kentucky just filed it, I guess, today. Yeah, I guess they filed it today or yesterday against those people. I like to play games, but I thought it was for everybody, but the way the news talk is just for kids. But Kentucky and the other state, they want to fix it up because they're the bad boys getting on there trying to meet the younger kids. You all know what I mean. God will take care of those bad boys, if you know what I mean. But I'm not. But, just like I watch Austin. You have to watch his video. I think it was last night. Either, yeah, yesterday was, it was Monday. And, I don't see how a woman could stay with a guy and abuse her. You can tell last night in Austin's video, she was about to cry. The way I take it in the video, he's a control freak. You ladies know about the control freak. I don't know what state that idiot guy was in, but I was upset. But the people that knows him, knows where he lives. They know his address. I know they're giving him a chance, to get help, this and that. But the way I take it, by listening to him talk, he don't want help. I don't know where they're from. I thought maybe that other guy that abused his wife is maybe from Kentucky or Alabama, somewhere like that. He made me mad. He made me mad. I told Austin, "Hi, my friend, how you doing?" He said, "Hi, back." But if I said something, I would regret it. And I didn't want to do that. But I didn't like it, that this guy, either Jim or Jeff, I know it starts with a J. They could be. Sometimes I sound like I'm from the South. I don't know if I like it this way. But it upset me. But if that was me knowing supposedly what he done, I would report it to the police department. Like I say, you people have to go there and watch it. But don't threaten anybody. You get terrorized threatening charges against you. And I was watching the news, since this is Halloween month. This guy, somewhere in Kentucky. Hi, Lexi. What you doing? Your mama laying up there by my head? Get your tail out of my face. I don't want to smell your butt. And he, what he had out there was First Amendment. But as a First Amendment, you do not have the right to threaten anybody like this guy did. This, I believe, was on WLKY TV in Louisville, Kentucky. That he threatened people. It's Halloween. Which, the way they talk about, you can't use it as First Amendment because you threaten somebody. But also, people, since this is October, ladies, is Breast Cancer Month awareness. October is. And I was reading in the local paper that men gets breast cancer. I never heard of men getting breast cancer. Women I have, but I never heard a man getting breast cancer. Maybe it's so. But I want you all to send prayers out to all the ladies that has breast cancer. October is Breast Cancer Month, the way it said in the newspaper. And people, I'm trying my best. That's some of the news that I'm talking about. I talked about Austin Garrett and one of the person he had on his panel the other night. That I'm taking it, he's abusing his wife and a few other things. But I don't know the story. It could be fake, but knowing what I know about these women, what I saw last night, that was real. He's a control freak, this guy that was on Austin's panel last night. That guy's not going to get help. I tell you something, I know you all talk about lie detectors last night on that channel. I know people that I knew was telling the truth. They flunked their lie detector every time. Your lawyer tells you do not take a lie detector. You could be a nervous person, like I'm a nervous person. I got bad nerves. And if they ask me to take a lie detector, there's no way I can pass it. I could be, you can tell the truth and you still flunk it, so don't take a lie detector test anybody. You flunk it, guaranteed. If you take medicine, any kind of medicine that you get from the doctors, that hurt you in some ways, and they said they can't use it in court, but they can use it in court. I know a few people that they did use it in court, which that was illegal. And I want to thank the new subscriber. I'm trying to remember what his name is. I think it's Chris. I watched a couple of videos of him using those, I guess, dumbbells. I guess you call them dumbbells. That's what I call them, dumbbells. And, but people, I'm not going to get on here too long. I got to take my medicine. Let's see, today's Tuesday. Yeah, I got to take a bath because I got to wash this arm and kind of shave what hair I got on and wash it real good. That way I put my new sensor on. When you look like a hairy gorilla, you gotta shave it. Just like if you have heart attacks, them doctors shave your chest where those EKG thing goes on because it won't stick, so they got to shave them. In case you all don't know that. But when that postmaster called, my son heard it. And my son, after we hung up, he had a different attitude. He was goody good shoes. You know, you don't treat customers like that. Like I told the lady, we called 10 minutes after we got the notice, and the postmaster, I guess he's the postmaster, said he'd get hold of the carrier. I waited until the next day, nothing. I waited the third day, nothing. I'm still checking the post box, my mailbox, still nothing. But I don't know if you still from the post office or still the mail. I don't know if it's a felony or a misdemeanor. I forget which it is. I got some more, let's see. I went to the Walmart, got me some more 24 packs of Pepsi. I did get, I don't know what they call it. It's like macaroni and cheese, but it got hamburger in it. And the other one's like lasagna. Man, I done ate 2 of them this month. Since the first, I done had 2 of them. I'll probably fix me one of them for a late supper. But that'll be after I take my bath, because I got to take my medicine. People, since I fell off of my porch, 5 weeks ago, you know, the doctor says I'm lucky. I'm feeling the pain. You know, past 2 nights I had a headache. And I don't think that's cause for me falling off of the porch. My chest been hurting the past 2 days. I missed yesterday's medicine, so I got to take my medicine tonight. And that's what I need, a good-looking girlfriend that can help, you know, keep reminding me. You know, I put it in the easy place to find. I got it in there in a pill container, sitting on my bathroom sink. You look at it every time you go in and you leave. And I still forget. I got a Gmail notification. And Jessica, I'm still waiting to get an email from you. You know, Also, I want to thank all my moderators. One of them's getting over surgery. And Joanne, the last time I talked to her, she was getting over sickness, which the virus. So, you know, everybody take care of yourself. Oh. And also, people, because of this government shutdown. Hello, Austin. Oh, I'm going to take my phone down. Man, you know, I watched your show last night. And that one guy, you know who I'm talking about. I was ready to climb through my phone and smack the crap out of him. But I didn't want to say anything about him. I know he abuses his wife. I saw that last night. Yeah, my back's hurting a little bit. I can feel better. But, you know the guy I'm talking about, Austin, you know, about the lie detector and this and that. You know, I don't know the whole story, but a lie detector won't tell the truth. You know, you can have bad nerves. You could be taking medicine. And you'll flunk a lie detector. I know people flunked a lie detector I knew was telling the truth. And they flunked it. This is kind of like an experiment. And they flunked it. So they said they can't use them in court. Don't let them lie to people. They can use a lie detector in court. But that lady, Austin, you need to get her away from him. Because she looked like she was about to cry last night. I was going to say something. I said, no, that'd get me in trouble on your YouTube channel. I wasn't going to do that. Because God would take care of that person. And, you know, after I get out of the bathtub, I got to take my medicine and take my pain pill. Maybe I sleep good. Where is Alex? There's Alex. You know, that's a new sleeping place. She slept up there all last night, keeping an eye on me. And you saw the orange cat. That's Kathy. That's her baby sister. And Alexi, that's her mama there. I don't know. I don't know. Because I know Jessica is having problems with her family. That I know of. It could be one of her moderators that she has that blocked him. You know, that's possible. I don't know. Hi, King Chillet. How you doing, my friend? You know, people treat people different. I don't care if Jessica is disabled or what. You know, there is disabled people out there. But I don't have a problem with Jessica. She's my adopted daughter. Because, you know, she does have problems. Everybody got problems on this planet. I got problems. You know, medical problems. There's people out there that hates me. I don't care. But I don't hate you because that's what God don't want me to hate. God wants me to love you all and preach to you. But Jessica is learning. She's learning. You know. But I don't want people to give up on anybody. God is a good thing, Jessica. You're right. You put your faith in the God, not just Sundays, 24/7. You have to believe in Him. You saw my video, Jessica. It was 5 weeks ago, last Sunday. I fell off of my porch and fell 4 feet. And the doctor says I was lucky for my age. No concussion, no broken bones, or anything like that. But I'm not going to give up on you, Jessica. I sent you, well, you made the comment the other day, or whenever it was. I gave you my email. I want you to send me your email because I want to send you something in the email. I'm not going to tell it. Only a few people out there knows what I'm talking about. Okay, you know, when you made the comment the other day, I put my email in the comment. Okay, I give it out to anybody. I don't care. Okay, people, listen. It's T. Cartwright, spelling Cartwright, CARTWRIGHT 54 @gmail.com. Now, if you go on YouTube and all about my information, it has my post office box, it has my email, my Cash App, my PayPal, and stuff like that. And I try to help people out. No matter how young or how old, there's a bunch of old people on here. We try to teach you the right things to do. We try to teach you all how to stay married 65 years, to stay in school, get your education, wait to start a family at 28. You know, if you want to be a lawyer or a doctor or a nurse, airplane pilot, or a helicopter pilot, or an MP or NCIS, you can join the military. You have to give them. That's right, it's in the description of my channel. And I haven't got nothing on my phone yet. That's okay, just email, because I want to send you something back. Because only a few people on here knows what I'm talking about. 709's one of them, and Sherry's another one. Let's see, Joanne hasn't. War and Kansas Cop Watch don't. But I check the email when I get off of here, because like I say, this is Tuesday night, and my son, when he gets the phone call from Walmart, then we have to drive about 6 miles, something like that, to go to Walmart. He picks his groceries up. Well, I know Joanne is getting over her surgery. Last time I talked to Sherry, she was sick. And I hope I'm still a mod on your channel, but I understand. You, like I say, I'm looking out for you, kind of like a stepdaughter. People say, your age, she's old enough to be your granddaughter. There's this girl I see once in a while. She lives about 4 or 5 miles south of me, give or take a little. She's in her 30s. Where I was at the other day. Said, you seen my girlfriend? I said, not that one, that one that's young. Said, she's old enough to be your granddaughter. 30 plus years old? Well, that's young. 30-year-old is better than a 20-year-old. And like I say, okay, and age is just a number, people. Whoever you are, if it's a male or a female, you start dating someone. You start dating someone. Find out first what you and him or you and her got in common. Do you like the same music? What kind of TV shows you like? What movies you like? What food you like? You know, do you like football, basketball, car racing? There's some questions to ask. I've seen some 20s and 30-year-old ladies that likes the same thing I do. But my rules is you can't smoke, no drugs, no alcohol, just the drugs you get from the doctor. I think I played tennis when I was younger. But that was over, 50 years ago. Used to play badminton and croquet. But don't ask me to play golf. I don't like playing golf. I don't know how them people can hit those golf balls. Well, smoking is hard to stop. You gotta have the willpower. I used to drink, I started drinking alcohol and smoking marijuana and blotter acid at 12 years old. You got people, you got to take care of yourself. If something happens, people will miss you. And Jessica, I like you. You make me feel good. You make me laugh. I like your blonde hair. I don't know if it's real blonde hair, but I love blondes. But God put me on this earth to help people. We don't have the money to come and see each other, and like I say, my house is a mess. And your doctors is where you're at. My doctors is where I'm at. I want to tell you, Jessica, you and other people has heard me. Get some paper or a notebook. Write down your bills. Your electric bill, water and sewage bill. If you got a water bill only, it's okay. And electric bill, gas bill, insurance, any kind of payments, you write that in your notepad. That's your budget. Like maybe cell phone bill or internet bill. You add it all in your budget. You know how much you got coming in. You write that down, what your income is for the month. And you have to live on your budget. I'm trying to live on the budget. If I cut any more out, I'm going to be hurting. You know, wintertime's coming on. You know, it's been raining the past 2 days. I want to go out and finish the rest of my grass, but I can't do it. It's wet. It's supposed to rain again sometime tonight. And I got some of my grass, but I still got to get, let's see, the south end of my yard. I'm not either. Because if it snows, people, I can't get out of my driveway. And I'm just snowbound. If it snows, I ain't going nowhere. Because I ain't getting out there in my old age and get ran over by stupid people that don't know how to drive on snow. You know, if I had the money, but I don't, I would want either a Jeep with 4-wheel drive, you know, then I would get out. You know, I would go to the grocery store. But since where I live out here in the country, the last snow we had last year, it took 2 counties, because I'm on the county line, you could say. It took him better than a week to clean the main county road off. And I don't like people, it's probably in your state, I wouldn't think they would do that in Canada. They use cinders on the county roads instead of salt. And if you ever look, when it gets warm, it seems like some of those cinders turns into glass. That's only my opinion. I try to be awesome. Sometimes, Jessica, I can be a pain in the butt. Well, the state highways is salt. But the county roads are mostly cinders and sand. And maybe that real fine pea gravel. As far as salt, the county don't do it. You know, county got a whole lot of roads, but, you know, like I say, when it snows, I got to put some more tarp up on my porch. I got that one tarp up. I got to put another one up. I want to make sure the snow don't blow on the porch and give my kitty cats plenty place to go. I got a big dog cage up there with some straw and a blanket in there. I got to buy me, probably have to go to Walmart and get a heat lamp where the kitty cats will stay warm. I don't mind my electric bill going up a few dollars to keep my outside kitty cats together. You know, they live better than me, people. You know, I drink a little bit of milk. When my stomach upset, I start drinking a little milk. But I got a 2-quart pitcher. I put so much water in. If it's in the morning, a little chilly, I make sure it's warm water. And maybe, what is it, about 3 inches, 3 to 4 inches from the top, I fill that up with milk. That's equal to maybe 1 or 2% milk. Oh, people lives are different everywhere. But I like chocolate milk. White milk, I don't really like the taste of it. I don't milk has changed since I was a kid, or just me getting older and the milk just tastes funny. I don't know, but I do drink milk in cereal. And I got me some Oreo cookies today. I got me some, what do you call it? Those banana pies or chocolate pies, banana pies, or what do you call them? I got a whole box of them today. I think I got 3 24-packs sitting in my car, so I'm going to have to take them out and bring them in the house. And I'm going to have to take that aluminum ladder down off the roof and bring it into the house where I can fold it over and clean my ceiling fan. Then I'll probably take it back outside, because the kitty cat likes to sleep up on the roof at night, or either on the Jeep or my car. And like I say, I used to drink milk when I was young with, I guess you call it shredded wheat. It was the big ones of shredded wheat. Now there's the really small square shredded wheat. I like that, but when I was younger, I used to buy Rice Krispies and go snack, crackle, and pop and all this, but I want everybody to be nice to everybody. If you need help, help them get some help. That's what I like about Austin and the people on his panel last night, trying to get that guy's help. But I think they need to help out his wife more and the other guy, but I did watch the whole thing of Austin's YouTube channel. But people, I've been on here an hour and 9 minutes. And I want to get off and go take me a hot bath and shave, clean my arm over here real good and make sure it's all the hair is shaved off of it, where I can put another sensor on in tomorrow. That way it dry real good. I take my alcohol swab and do that and put my sensor on. And, I hope I gave you stories about what the post office is doing to me. And other things. Oh, I did go to Walmart, but before I left to go to Walmart, they got meatloaf. It's made by Cornell or Hornell. All you do is stick it in the microwave. They've been out for over 8 days of that meatloaf. I know there's other meatloafs that you can buy, but I kind of like that meatloaf. I don't know why Walmart ain't got it in. Somebody's not doing the order job. Oh, I didn't mention that. Since the federal government is shut down, in case you all haven't seen it on the news where you live, your ladies that's on WIC, I don't think you'll get it this month. The way I see on the news where I live. You can blame the blankety-blank Democrats. The House, which is half Democrat, half Republican, passed something. They sent it to the Senate, and the Democrats voted it down. I'm a Democrat. I'm as mad as they can get. But what is the younger people going to do without the WIC? WIC, I think it's WIC. For women who's pregnant, and it helps them out with their kids on buying healthy food. And also, I believe, people, school lunches, I believe, but don't quote me on it, but I think I saw something on the news. It affects school lunches. And also, a friend of mine who retired from the Army, the people that's in the armed forces don't get paid. I think in my book, the Senate, Congress, and your federal judges shouldn't get paid. That's only my opinion. But our military people needs to get paid. If I wasn't getting paid in the military, I said, well, you're not going to pay me. I'm resigning from the military. And your ladies that's on WIC, you could check in your area. But the way I take it, you all not going to get any WIC this month. The way I see it, here where I live, between Louisville, Kentucky, and Scottsburg, Indiana, that there'd be no WIC this month. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I heard it wrong. But Jessica, I'll check your email when I get out of the bathtub. And because I need to go take a bath. I gotta shave my whiskers. I can't stand my whiskers. Plus, my right arm, I gotta shave up here where my sensors go. That way it get a good sticky when I stick that diabetes sensor on my arm. So people, put your faith in the God. God's not going to forget you. He got billions of people. Him and Jesus is only two people. And that's a whole lot of people that he has to reply to billions of people. I want to say 10 billion people on earth? I don't know. I'm just guessing. But I want you all. I am 709. I'm going to go take a hot bath where I can soak for about a half hour and bubble bath. I kind of wish I had a walk-in tub. That'd be better with those jets and heat. I know my insurance company will pay for the walk-in tub, but next time I won't go to my family doctor until sometime in December, I think. Because I got no more doctor's appointments until I believe December. And all this. So, people, I know some of you, I want you to go to Bob Joyce on YouTube. Watch his church service. Listen to his church service. He makes you laugh. He makes you relax. You know, there's a whole lot of YouTube videos. I think it goes back to 2022, I think Bob Joyce says. But go and watch his videos. You know, he's not in a suit and tie or got their little robe on. He dressed like you and me. And people goes to his church, maybe blue jeans and a shirt or a dress shirt. I like people like that. I wish there was a preacher like Bob Joyce that lives around me. You see Alex back there sleeping. So I want you all to stay strong. Don't give up. You keep fighting. And like I said, Jessica, I will check the email, but you can go into my description. Look, my email, my post office box, my PayPal, my Cash App. Your people can look it up. So people, I got to get off of here. You know, I got to go soak in hot water. It'd be nice if I had one of those walk-in tubs with the jets that give me a good massage. But, okay, I love you all. Ladies, I love you all. Thank you for watching. It's not your fault that you're getting abused. There's people that will help you. Just make sure you have a paper trail, a police report, or video, report it. People, the ladies are getting abused. That could be your sister, it could be your aunt, it could be your mother, it could be your cousin. You know, report it. Help them out. You know, nobody should abuse a woman. So, I love you. God bless you. Happy birthday. Happy anniversary. God loves you. I love you because you're my YouTube family. Horse feathers.